Hello everyone, this is Aken and welcome for part 3 of this Let's Play. So apparently people would like it better at speed 1.5, so this video is at 1.5 speed. So my war with Persia just started over for his last city. Meanwhile, the war with Germany is doing okay. Okay, so yeah, so basically with the unit, what I'm doing is I'm getting some ways the two cover promotion and some that will go toward the March promotion. I'm not doing a very good job at it, but basically the purpose of this is to have units that can withstand fire, while some are more for damage. But as you will see throughout the Let's Play, I'm not doing that well of a good job of using the units that like using what the unit is made for. I have a tendency to not check what the promotion or for the unit before moving it and things like that. So I just made a market for the capital. This is mostly for getting some gold. Market are definitely worth it right now. So if you want to quickly generate one great merchant or more, it's very suggested to make some early markets like this. So I'm making a few markets in a bit of every city, mostly because right now my gold per turn is at only +7, which is very low. This is mostly a consequence of the map, or the start at least, not having a lot of 4 gold tiles like calendar luxuries, mostly having mining luxuries. So yeah, I'm not getting a lot of gold out of it. Also, getting a market will even boost the trade routes even further. So Passagarde should fall without much problem. He has like no units around it, and yeah, I've almost surrounded the city. So my goal at this point is to just clean up the units and then just go on the city. Meanwhile, yeah, Germany has quite an army, but it isn't an army of very good quality, so I'm not too worried there. I don't know if I was a bit lucky on this playthrough against Germany to not have more problem than this. For him not having more better quality units, I've seen some people say that Germany had way better units at this point of the game. So, but I mean, anyway, this is Civilization. You can't control everything the AI does. So yeah, it's true that at turn 108, usually the Demigod AI often has at least longswords. Muskets is a little bit more rare, considering you now need machinery to get muskets. So the AI has less time. Don't get muskets as fast. Although Germany apparently just got machinery since it got a crossbow here. Yeah, so the forum, the new building for Rome. So this is an amphitheater that boosts the great people generation. So there is absolutely no reason not to make it. in all your city, especially since in the mod amphitheater have been boosted. They give 2 culture instead of 1. Yeah, so Germany, even though he loses a lot of units, still doesn't want to make peace. Alright, so got a new nice city. It was at size 16, so it's definitely a nice addition to our empire. Darius is being attacked by China at this point. This is mostly a proof of the AI often being opportunistic and targeting often the weakest of its neighbors first, at least among those that the AI wants to go at war with. They will target the weakest often. So I'm not doing a very good job at managing Antium because this city really lacks some food. So I should probably send a trade route to it as soon as possible. So now that I have a few friends, since the AI takes a lot better in the mod, it's really worth it to go for a research agreement here. So this is why I won't hesitate further in the game to make them. Yeah, so just raising up my gold per turn. This is, even though gold is usually not as worth it as a production of food, it is still necessary for us because we need it for we need the food for not the food, the gold for upgrading. So we want to make sure that we always have a nice amount of gold in our treasury. So Egypt is guarded, but it still accepted the deal for its full value. Interestingly. Alright, so I take this policy from Liberty, decreasing the amount of culture necessary for cities. So it's probably not that good now that I think of it. I'm usually you have like a rule that says that policies that gives you culture are not worth it by themselves. So now that I think of it, this may not be a very good policy plan that I did in this game, considering by taking Liberty Opener and then Representation, I basically picked 2 policies that gives me culture. I also got the Republic, which is good, and meritocracy, which is good, but maybe these 2 policies could have been spent elsewhere, mostly I think of commerce. The only problem is that I didn't had unlocked commerce, and everything else looked kind of mediocre at the time, so I opened Liberty, but maybe I should have tried to reach medieval era faster and then be able to go straight for commerce. And I don't know, maybe instead just just or spend maybe just one policy into like the piety opener, which is good. Even though we don't have a religion, it would have accelerated our 5th generation, which we could have used for all the pagodas, to get pagodas in the game. Alright, so I definitely want to grow Antium. It's really lagging behind in terms of growth. Alright, so I just look here that I still have 3 legends that I want to upgrade as soon as possible. So my goal is definitely fixing itself, especially now that Pasta Garda is no longer in Revolution, that Persepolis got I'm also in a Golden Age. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of gold now. So that's definitely good. Making sure that my happiness is always positive so that I can keep growing, keep my economy up and running. Because even though there is room in the mod to win early wars, you don't want to get into a situation where you are way too far behind in the technology, especially for the flight, the flight era. This is something that really can screw you over if you were able to win by being win wars by being behind in technology. Uh, if an AI reaches a flight way faster than you, it may come at a big surprise and really slow you down or even kill you. So you want to make sure always to still have a nice economy, even though if it slow down your conquest a bit. Always want a nice economy so that you have you can reach flight at a nice pace. And like always, economy is mostly a function of growth, so this is mostly what I'm speaking of. Here I'm a little bit late on education, not that much. Alright, so always sure you look for deals with the AI. I finished the National Epic. It's not a very costly building. This will allow me to get faster Great Merchant in the capital, and later on faster Great Scientist too. Alright, so since I play Honor, the finisher gives me faster courthouses, so there is very little reason not to annex almost all the city you get, at least until the end phase where you conquer a lot more cities. On the map thread, I really think Constantin did a very good job at this game. Considering by turn 115, I think he had 2 more capital than I did. So maybe I was a little bit too conservative and didn't make enough units. Because it seems that in this game there was room to go a lot faster than this. So yeah, so I have a spy in Byzantium. This is the tech leader, and the mod allows you a lot, gives a lot of power to spies to catch up to the AI. This is very good source of technologies, especially in the mid and late game. So this will definitely help someone that goes for domination, that is a little bit behind in technologies, to try to keep up with the AI. I'd even suggest that if you are really behind in tech, that you could really use spies to go for the National Intelligence Agency. This will give you a free spy and also upgrade all your spies by 1. So, and it no longer require a police station. You can now do it with constabulary. So just build constabularies in every city. And I'm even tempted in the next update to give 1 happiness to constabularies and police stations. So this will make the building a lot worth a lot, so that you can then make the National Intelligence Agency and really go spying on your on the AI to get back some science. So here I'm looking to go north and grab the city-states that have been taken by Germany, like Antwerp and Brussels, I think the other one. So I may be, like you will see here, I'm taking a lot of time to just kill Antwerp. You will see me use a lot of citadels to get this city. This is why I say that I may be playing still a little bit too conservative for domination, and that I probably would just need to make just more units and go directly for Antwerp, sacrifice a few of them, and then just get the city. Because I mean, it's only a strength 21 city. It's not that strong against longswords. What really kills me is mostly the crossbows, the range units. And like, for example, this longswords that is between Brussels and all these all the units, is probably not very well positioned. Yeah, so I just want a few composite bow that I will upgrade to to crossbows. Yeah, well, I just looked back at the Constantin screenshot, and definitely he really got a nice game going. Considering at this point he had education, he also had machinery. So yeah, I'm like 5 or 10 turns behind him in technology, and he also had 2 more capitals. So I definitely think he did a very good job in his wars. I'd be curious to see if he just went more aggressive with his units. So maybe going for machinery actually would have been a better idea than going for education, like doing machinery first, then education, then directly muskets, gunpowder. Because I think I even take some times before making my my universities anyway. I also get a lot of units that have both Blitz and March. This may not be the best. I don't know if Blitz is that good actually. I really like March, but I'm not sure about Blitz. Because it's not that often that you want to attack twice with a melee unit. But at least Blitz allow you to attack and then move back. This is one of the biggest advantage. Alright, so 11 turns to get a new technology. I'm just looking at what Theodora has done. This is a nice thing that you should check for. Try to see what the AI may have as a tech, and then just synchronize when you will get a steal opportunity to your tech tree, so that you can optimize your stealing basically. So that, for example, if she has let's say printing press, you may want to go to make a detour just to get the prerequisite of printing press, and then wait for the stealing. So this concludes this let's play, not this let's play, but this part of the let's play. So thank you everyone for listening.